way, you see the whole world as arising and passing away. Nothing is permanent. Every moment you do like this, it's an arising, passing away. Every moment of the body, you do like this, it's arising and passing away. You do like this, it's arising and passing away. Every moment of the body arises and passes away. It doesn't only arise, it doesn't only pass away. There's this dual thing, arising and passing away. And this is watching how the body movements are taking place. Samudaya vaya dhammanupassīva kāyasviññāyati. Also see how they arise and pass away together. As soon as you see it arising and passing away, and you see another one arising and passing away, and you see another one arising and passing away, and another one arising and passing away. So, samudaya vaya, you see the arising, passing away of the body, movements in movements. Then, atti kāyoti vāpanasi Satipaā² hoti. Atti kāyoti, this body is there for the express purpose of Satipaā² hoti. Purpose of keeping sati, mindfulness. If there was no body, you can't keep mindfulness of the body. This body is very useful. Why? To keep mindfulness of body movements. Yavadeva jnanamattaya patissatimattaya. So long as you have wisdom and sati, mindfulness, then you can observe the movements of the body. And for that purpose, this body is useful. As if to say, otherwise the body has no use. It's only a problem to keep the body going. But for the express purpose of watching bodily movements, you need the body to function. Therefore, the Buddha says, this body is useful for the purpose of watching the movements, how they arise and pass away. Anissitocha vihārati. When you do this as a meditation for a long time, you know there is nothing to be. Anissitocha means to grab and keep, because everything is changing all the time. You can't grab and keep anything. So watch, and anissitocha vihārati means, and you live without clinging and longing for the world, knowing very well, everything arises and passes away. Nothing is stable, nothing is permanent. So when you understand the nature of the body, everything is arising and passing away, you don't expect everything to stay there just like that. You get used to the idea that things arise and pass away. Anissitocha vihārati. Nacha kinchi loke upadhyati. Upadana is grabbing. Nacha kinchi loke. Then you know that anything else also is impossible to cling and long and hold forever. They also change. Not only your body is changing like this, but the outside bodies also, outside things also, they also keep on changing. So then you understand there is nothing that is permanent to which you can hold. So you get this wisdom, and then you don't become so grasping towards yourself or others. Your Upadhyati means grasping. Not only tanha, upadana. Tanha is desire, upadana is grasping. So you don't hang on to anything, knowing very well the nature of the body, of your body, of other people's body. So you don't hang on to anything as permanent as me, mine, myself, because myself is also changing, others are also changing. So how can I call it me and I and mine? Evampi bhikkhave bhikkhu kaya kayanupassi viharati. So in this way the monk learns that everything is changing and nothing is permanent to call me and I and mine. How can you call something that is changing? Which one is me? The whole body is changing 100 million times every moment. So how can you say which body is my body? It's only a convention, a conventional truth, my body, but not an absolute truth. The Buddha is speaking of absolute truths. The absolute truth is that everything keeps on changing. But the conventional worldly truth is that there is me, you, he, they, we, us. That the grammarians also made language. Otherwise we can't understand each other, the language. So they have to say me, you. Even the Buddha said, this is my road and my board. But the Buddha never meant that it is his private property. It only meant that it is not your board and road. To see the difference between it. Not that there is any ownership. So you, little by little, come to understand there is nothing that is permanent that can be called me and I and mine. So the conventional world and the absolute world, you see the difference. Conventional world is one, absolute world is one. So you see both. Earlier you saw only the conventional world. You never saw the absolute world. So now you start learning both. Punata parang bhikkhave bhikkhu abhikkante patikkante sampajanakari oti alokite vilokite sampajanakari oti sammengite pasarite sampajanakari oti sangati patta jivaradharane sampajanakari oti asite pite kaite saite sampajanakari oti uchara pasavakamme sampajanakari oti gate pite nisinne sutte jagarite bhasite tunni bhave sampajanakari oti. Now we look at the meaning of this. Punacha parang bhikkhave bhikkhu, again monks. There's another way you can look at your body. Abhikkante patikkante, when you are going forwards or you are going backwards. Sampajanakari oti. Now this is a different word. Earlier we said pajanati, know it. Now it is sampajanakari oti. Know it with wisdom. Do you know the 4 sampajanyas? There are 4 sampajanyas, you know. Sartaka sampajanya, sappaya sampajanya, gochara sampajanya, asammoha sampajanya.